new Solitaire video. Tonight we have Bruce Lee playing cards. Absorb what is useful, reject what is useless, and what is essentially your own. Let's read the back real quick and jump into this. Known to the world as a martial arts actor and philosopher. Okay, Bruce Lee, no artist, that's why I read wrong. Bruce Lee compiled countless volumes of his way of seeing the world. From these thoughts are 52 quotes presented in this commemorative deck of playing cards from one of the finest minds of this past century. If you don't know who Bruce Lee is, watch a quick little 5-minute interview and see what you think. Ooh, these are nice. I did not expect this. This actually has a very good feel to the deck. And there is the box inside it. It's actually very well made, so let's see what's in here. Bruce Lee's art was steeped in a philosophical tongue twister. Anyway, you get the point. Let's put away our jokers and promos. And let's shuffle up this deck for tonight's games of Solitaire. So as we do that, please get yourselves nice and comfy. And let's get ready. So how many of you know who Bruce Lee is? And how many of you don't? I feel like there's a good spectrum on if you know him, you've heard of him, and you don't know him. So if you don't know him, I think that's going to be the minority, but I could be wrong. Anyway, let's give this deck one more shuffle. And let's begin our night of cards. Ooh, that's some small font. But we start with an ace. No, that is an 8 of clubs. Oh my, this might be a little tough. 9. Alright, so this deck is definitely meant for in-person playing. Especially with all of the quotes. So let's take a peek at what that first card is, as I think we have 2 aces. Nope, that is most definitely an 8. So here we go. And we have 1, 3, and an ace to get out of the way. And we are officially underway with this one. I see it. 8 on a 9, and 2 on a 3, 2 on a 3, and king. Oh, wait a second. This might be smarter, actually. Put down that king. Alright, let's talk a little bit about Bruce Lee. For those of you who don't know, from the little description, he has been in a fair amount of popular movies during the 1960s, I believe, and was considered the prime action star at the time. I believe a big deal was him fighting Chuck Norris in a movie. And he was just one of those guys that all guys would look up to for his ideology and work ethic, his physique, etc., etc. But unfortunately, like many of our brightest stars, his light was dimmed a bit too early, at I believe the young age of 33. But in those few years he was given, he made the most, as his legacy still lives on to this day. I feel like most people who know him kind of have that respect, even though you don't know much about him. Anyway, let's see how we're doing. A little checkup on the field. And here we have an 8 on a 9. Clear up this black 7. And we're doing just fine. And there we go. We have our first fat stack of the night as well. So a strong start. And with this deck, I'd expect nothing less. It's kind of a little late for this, but maybe not. How well can you see the cards? Personally, I think it might differ from person to person. So just a little curious on that part. And let's go. Oh, wait a second. Bam. And our third play. As we are rolling. Wow. I did not expect this strong of a start. Okay. So I think for me, how I learned of Bruce Lee was probably through some friends. I remember when I was very young, I had many Asian friends, so I was accustomed to racing, some types of Adult Swim late night cartoons, Bruce Lee, all that type of good stuff. That's fun. As I think that is the end of our first game, as there's nowhere for that queen. 5, jack, and lastly 6. Wrong 2s to build. All we could do is move that 3. And we move on to our second game. Not a bad start though. Anyway, so he was kind of the name in the house. It was Bruce Lee, Jet Li. Not as much Jackie Chan with my friends. I think Bruce Lee was considered the original, what most people consider nowadays Jackie Chan. I gotta go with that Jackie Chan guy. Double jacks. So I think that was my initial introduction. And then growing up in that late 90s or early 90s, early 2000s television, there would be many dubbed over movies from Asian countries. And I remember seeing Kung Fu Hustle, which is an amazingly funny movie. I know that's not Bruce Lee, but that would kind of introduce me to more of the Kung Fu style of movies that my brother and I would watch. So I think I might have seen a couple old flicks of his unknowingly. But my most apparent connection, I guess, would be Kill Bill. For those of you who don't know Kill Bill, watch it. It's fun. It's long, but you'll enjoy it. For those of you who have and don't know, Uma Thurman's battle suit is Bruce Lee's battle suit from, I think, Enter the Dragon, some movie to that effect title. And I didn't know that, and that just made it that much more cool. And we are good to go. Oh, wait a second. Put down our king. And then we are good to go. Let's continue. Oh, wait a second. surprisingly good to the touch. My only real issue is the font size and a little bit of lack of illustration on the actual card. Those are some pretty big hits when it comes to a playing card design. That goes down there, my bad. What else with this deck? You do have to give it credit for its back design. That is pretty neat. But a back design cannot carry a deck, so I'll give this deck a 6 out of 10. Slightly better than a regular deck, but lacking in many key departments. And it's meant for in person. As we get our second fat stack of the night. Good. And we move on. A black 6 would be nice at the moment. Anyway, let me know if you know any Bruce Lee movies and if I should check any out for starters. I wouldn't mind going down that rabbit hole. I've kind of intentionally avoided his movies just because I know I'll get into them. And also, I've just stuck to his interviews. So besides that, I'm pretty much fresh on that topic. Oh, there we go. Another ace, another play. And we really need ourselves a red 9. And we get our red 9. Another ace as well. And another red 9. An 8 for that 9. A 7 for that 8. A queen for the king. A 6 for the 7. And I think, you know what? Let's just keep it stacking. A jack for the queen. A queen for the king. A 10 for the jack. Another ace down. Another queen for a king. And another jack for a queen. My goodness, that was a lot of building. I think we already did 3 plays, so we must wait another turn. 5, nowhere for you. 9, put you down as well with that 2. And let's build as much as we can to see where we stand. 5. And let's turn him. 6. Nowhere for that 6. 5, 6, and we just won our first game of the night. Pretty sweet. There we go. 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, as we have all of these spades in order, ace to king, along with all of our clubs, the hearts, followed by the diamonds. And let's read a quote. I suppose makes sense to me. Let's take a peek. Okay, that was a bad fan. Oh wow. Oh wow. Dang. Almost half of the deck. But do we recover? We do not. But what a good start. One more check on that. King, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And then the 2 ace mix up. So let's shuffle up these cards and move on to our third game. Alright, let's do it. Another little question for you to think of is, what do you think of when you hear Bruce Lee? For me, I picture a black and white, grainy piece of footage of him talking about water and how you want to be like water, adjust to your environment, soft yet violent. As we start with triple tens, that is quite violent if you ask me. But you know what? This Bruce Lee deck has some surprises in it for us so far. So let's see if we continue that trend. Jack. Queen. 3. 8. Jack once again. 6. 4. And after those amazing starts, we get shut out, as there's nowhere for that jack. Queen. 3. 8. Jack once again. 6. 4. Or 2. Let's read a quote. Another quote. Fair enough. And let's move on to our silent game. So we had double queens with triple tens, keeping us from doing anything. Double fours, double threes, triple threes, double nines, double fives, double eights, triple fives, and double sevens with double sixes. That's a lot of middle cards, and I'll talk to you later. ourselves fighting. So, one more shuffle, and we shall begin. "25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One play to be made. Make that 2. Gosh, those 8s really look like the aces. So let's do it. I realized as soon as I put that card down, I should have put down the king to our right instead. But maybe it won't matter with how these plays are moving along. Maybe we will end off on a high note. Oh my, I am a bit of a dum-dum. I guess with this deck, you can't blame me too much. But still, I am accountable. As we have double aces, and there is the card we passed. Make that triple aces. Another, oh wait, nowhere for that jack. 2 for you. 3. And why not get rid of that 4 as well. 7. 6. Excellent 2 spots for a king. 2. An 8. And a 6 to maybe give us a fat stack if we can get a red 2. Alright, not too bad. And there is another fat stack. I believe that is our 3rd. And our 4th ace. Nowhere for that 7. 8. And if we can get a red king, we have ourselves another fat stack. Jack, nowhere for you. 8. Much of the same, and a 5. 9, nope. A 3, might as well build, just to see. Okay. There we go. Oh, we just missed a fat stack, but you know what? We're still alive, so that's not much to complain about. King. 6. All right. 6, 8, 7. Oh, no, oh, right there. 4. Where's the 5? 5, 6, 7, 7, 6, 6, 7, 7, and 8. And when you know it, we ended our night with a victory. And how fitting indeed, with Mr. Bruce Lee. Let's do our victory shuffle, shall we? As we have all of these spades in order right there, with all of the clubs, the hearts, followed by the diamonds. Isn't it kind of funny how almost every quote was upside down throughout the night? Did you notice it? Or was it just me? So by a bit of a chunky shuffle, I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm tired, alright. Ace 2 finish, and with that, we are done with the Bruce Lee deck. So let's stack up our cards back in their box, and I bid you farewell. A relaxing remainder of your night, with many sweet dreams. And until we meet again, please stay safe and eat your fruits and vegetables.